Okay, this is going to be a pretty good video because it exposes PewDiePie for the first time for that little tidbit that I got from him because he had to respond. He felt triggered to respond to Shane Darkson's part 2 and criticize it and say that it's a bad video because it's creepy and there's number dropping. Like, oh, 1 in 25 is a sociopath. It's actually 1 in 8 is a sociopath. Just they don't go into any extreme sociopathy. It's just that they have a certain behavior pattern similar to a sociopath. And just like Logan is pretty accurate in this one. Logan stepped in and was like, oh, there's a spectrum, and you kind of fall in that spectrum, but he shows like a health bar, like a ratio from 0 to 100%. Oh, you can be a sociopath. No, that's not how it works, Logan. I know Logan is trying to generate ideas, but it's so interesting how he jumped in. He's like, oh, I know this. I'm gonna tell Shane, steer him in the right place. And it's like, do you want to make an interview with me? No, I'll just gonna flee. Oh man. Even in that second conference, remember when Logan was like super silent and creepy? I I am now settled on Logan's personality. Logan is Earth and Fire core. He likes to flee from combat. And now I've learned also another thing. As I'm saying this word flee and fight. There is a choice. Like, there are 8 personalities for a reason. There are 4 main personalities, 4 cores. And there's also a switch. Okay? And that switch determines whether you flee or you fight. It also determines whether you feed your personality. And in Logan's case, you feed yourself to become more confident and more like on fire, basically. If I set myself on fire, I would be just like Logan. Right? That's all I would need to do is just set myself on fire. I have plenty of ideas. I have plenty of earth to burn. If I had this intention specifically, and it's so hard to do, it's so hard to change your intention to have a different personality. This is why I say changing a personality, impossible. No one can do it. And the best thing you can do is switch that little switch right there. Whether you flee or fight, you can actually start switching that around. Certain times you want to fight, certain times you want to flee. But you got to figure out how to balance this. That's what I call perfect ego, is knowing when to fight and when to back away, right? One thing that people do, and I find it very annoying, in the opening statement, Shane declares, is for entertainment only, don't diagnose yourself or others. It's a very common thing. It's almost like apologetic and almost responsive to what other people think, commonly think right now. And I think this is a very disgusting thing going on because authority is taken over the world. Let me tell you this. Capitalism gave us material goods and embraced our society. Now we're emotionally invested in computers, in smartphones, in our social media devices, whatever we're using, even cameras, right? We set up our equipment as YouTubers. Oh, we care about that. We care about our equipment. We are emotionally attached to material things because it kind of expands us, and so capitalism gave us that ability for us to attach emotionally to things. We also attach to a lot of YouTubers, even though they're not attached back to us. We're sort of trying to own them and trying to steer their opinion if we're capable of doing so. So in Shane's case, because Shane cares of what people think, he really cares of what people think. And I just got very fucking creeped out. I knew Shane was creepy, but maybe there's a dark side to it. Because I couldn't put Shane and Logan Paul together. See, the Earth element is the element of creepiness. We know Logan is creepy to a certain extent, and I can recognize that. The flee response, I can recognize that as well. That's what I do. That's my personality. I like to flee from a fight. I like to be completely silent and chill. My character is Earth, Core, and Wind. I said the keyword chill, right? Oh man, I would love to set myself on fire and start a fight, but like, oh, I'm chill. No fires today, guys. I'm just not gonna express my opinion and just gonna be super silent and even more creepier. But oh well. That's just my personality. I'm sorry, guys. That's how I've been for a long time. And Logan, again, it seemed like he started a fight against Shane, tried to steer him in a certain direction, but he backed away really quickly. It seems. And that was really exposing his character. Well, Shane is actually willing to dive deep and interview anyone and everyone. This is weird, guys. Shane is a fighter. Oh my god. He's diving balls deep into everyone's life. His father, his fucking classmate he had a crush on, like whatever. That's where all this series started. Spiral out of control. It started with conspiracy theories. Now, it jumped into some really weird stuff. And really shown the fighter side. And the only thing that I can prescribe as a personality to Shane is my opposite personality. Is what would happen if I was a fighter. The Mega Bitch and Tsundere. Sounds familiar? The Mega Bitch comes from Honey Pop, but it really sticks, man, like the Mega Bitch. Yeah, that's a really sticky phrase. Because it's a girl, it was a girl that hides emotions, hides true affection to you. But anytime you do something good, she's like, nah, calm down, it's not that great. Get that smile off your face, fucking idiot. Because she's like, she wants to act as she's not impressed. And Sakura actually is known for being tsundere, right? For having the same character against Naruto, but not Sasuke. Which confuses me so much. And it makes me think, like, Sakura didn't like Sasuke, actually? Because she acts like tsundere. She acts very aggressive and very sort of emotionally rejecting the idea of Naruto, but at the same time, like, she's sort of creepy towards Sasuke, though. This is so fucking confusing because Hinata was a creeper, but she wasn't confident enough to be a tsundere. It's just so confusing. What? Yeah, but Sakura sometimes shown affection to Naruto. I actually saw a scene where Naruto was kissing someone, and Sakura, she was like freaking out over that shit when she saw it. So, it really makes me think that there's some hidden stuff in Naruto that, holy shit, right? I didn't even saw. Sakura likes Naruto. What? That is so fucking weird. And yet, that is the same kind of problem right now. Now, I could be biased because I watched Terry TV. I got another idea of what the tsundere is. And a tsundere This is why it's so weird with Sakura. For me, Tsundere now is a person who hides emotions, obviously. She doesn't want to show that she likes you. So when Terry approaches his stalker, you should watch his videos, obviously, first. He approaches the stalker and she just completely rejects him. Like, oh, what are you talking about, dweeb? Loser? You know? She's quickly a fighter, right? That's a fight response to quickly deny that you liked someone. This is the thing, right? Quickly deny that you liked someone. The first video Shane did in his Super Adventure series is to confront his crush, I believe. That was the first video, right? Confirm me if I'm wrong. Isn't that similar pattern right there? Well, I don't like you anymore. I don't like you anymore. I just moved on, you know. I have a gay boyfriend. I'm not really gay, but I kind of have an eating disorder now. Sometimes, because I like to hide my emotions, and eating helps me hide my emotions. Man, there's some weird shit right there. Now, Tsunderes are not famous for overeating, but maybe. So there's weird stuff. I even brought Lauren Southern into this. This gets even better, because Lauren Southern, she's like backing away from like fame and everything. Oh, just gonna do documentaries. And when I dug deeper, I'm like, wait, she had some very interesting background as well. Very creepy background. She was a creeper, just like me. Oh, that's pretty cute. But she's now popular and shit. God damn it. So it was very interesting to see very similar things, but also very not similar things. Almost as if someone is pretending. Very pretending. And I think Shane is doing the same thing. I think I have underestimated Shane's ability to hide himself. And I'm like 80% confident about this. This is insanely obvious at this point to me, that Shane is hiding himself. That Shane is nothing like Logan Paul, first of all. Because either you are on this side or you are on this side. Right? It's literally choosing which side is the actual core position. That means a lot for Shane. Okay? That means that Shane is hiding something really big. Some really big emotional honesty. He's not saying something. I'm pretty sure about that. It makes sense, because the way he behaves is like there's something really uncomfortable that gets triggered very, very often in his interactions. But I don't want to speculate too much into that direction. I'm just very interested, okay? And the Shane Darkson. I never thought this is actually gonna be roll credits moment. I actually thought I was like backing away from it, actually analyzing Shane, and yet it came back to me that this is it right there. So I'm kind of disappointed in the whole thing when he interacted with the therapist, and now the third part was him investigating the family of Jake and Logan Paul. There's not much, I don't think, that I got from it. I just sort of put together to make sure that, yes, Jake is on that side, Logan has that personality, Jake is a fighter as well. Logan tends to flee from a fight, apparently. See, Jake is interested in Navy SEALs. Jake is like really fighting oriented. And then Logan sort of suggested, oh, we should start making videos again. Don't go into Navy SEALs, please. Come here. Flee with me into the YouTube world. See, this is very interesting. I think the mom character is very interesting as well. Reminds me of another mega bitch, but like whatever. I don't care about old people. That's how I'm gonna put it, okay? It's like, old people, please let us have the moment of fame, because I don't know why. There is something justifiable about this, but we're stupid enough to do it. We don't know nothing, okay? And it's a playground. It's wonderful stuff. A lot of people getting involved. I love it. I'm loving that. 50 million views for Shane. 0 views for me. That's okay. That we're gonna get through after I expose PewDiePie. I expect a lot of 100 views. That would be fucking fantastic. Because PewDiePie, I think he got triggered by the video. And as I say, he's like, the creepiness, number dropping. It's a bad video. I'm so triggered. Oh my god. Man, PewDiePie just... What arguments did he get? It's creepy. Fuck it. Creepiness. Like, can Shane do that? Yes, he can. Can Shane take it seriously and drop awareness on a sociopathy or whatever disorders there are? Yeah, whatever. He can do that. He can do whatever he wants. He can even make mistakes. I wouldn't even judge him for that. I sort of judge him because I'm sort of into this stuff and I'm interested in fixing people's mistakes. And it's very important because influential people obviously should quickly figure out whether they're making a mistake or not. And the problem is the sociopathy and all this bullshit is not very well defined. I'm trying to do the job here and define what sociopathy is. Sociopathy for me is a personality. It's not a disorder. It's a specific personality direction. It's a disorder when you take your personality to a complete next level and get it out of control or whatever. Become a manipulator, but not an actor manipulator. It's even worse. You're not actually acting, you're actually recognizing that you can stab people in the back and get profit from it, right? This is when people recognize the power of their personalities. This is when they become sort of evil, because they choose to use their personalities to gain. There are a lot of manipulators in the world. There are a lot of them that has to be exposed. There are probably some on YouTube that has to be exposed. Especially now that, you know, I have so much weirdness coming off from Shane and PewDiePie himself. Like, they have a lot of influence. They can manipulate people. And sometimes they hide the actor tag and pretend that people elected them, that people put them upwards to be influential and not just be actors. But if they stop acting, the only thing they have is manipulation, right? If they try to stick on the top, on the pyramid of popularity, they can only do it through manipulation. They can only do it through stabbing people in the back who admire them too much, right? That's the only way they're gonna stay relevant. And this is why this battle royale of YouTube, it's actually affecting a lot of people, and it's very dangerous, actually. And it's not about the mistakes that people make. I'm not sure what the intention besides that. PewDiePie simply reacted to a video again. I don't like this. I don't like PewDiePie constantly taking the most popular stuff and reacting to it and pretending that he knows something and then pretending that he doesn't know something and he doesn't have authority and being in this like super fence. Like, go, please make up your mind. You cannot say, I'm not a psychologist. I cannot evaluate people whether they're sociopath. But then the entire video he evaluates whether the video was bad or not. How can you do that and not know what a sociopath is? But then he looks up Google and figures out what a sociopath is. But how do you recognize that Google knows what a sociopath is? Is Google verified by psychologists? It's just such a very complicated thing. And I think PewDiePie is stretching himself a little bit too much. But I still cannot expose him. I'm sorry, guys. I'm focused on Shane right now. I'm trying to take easy targets. And also, it's a very impactful target, even though it's easy. I mean, PewDiePie is going to be a whole nother level because he's relevant. PewDiePie acts like an authority figure. PewDiePie might be more inclined to become a manipulator more than anyone else. Besides, I say this is a trigger. Him disliking creepiness and number dropping for the explosive effect. No, this number dropping, it's actually worse than you think. I say it's 1 in 8 because there are 8 personalities, and personalities tend to, well, satisfy each other. Right? If you're in a group of people are trying to find usefulness, right? Trying to create a personality so it would be very, very useful. If you have 8 people together, those 8 people are very likely to have all 8 personalities. I actually have pictures of people rearranging themselves. And randomly I get all the 8 personalities over and over and over again in pictures. But I don't want to show them because those are creepy pictures. They reveal a lot about me. I'm going to show one right away. I think you've realized that Honey Pop also has 8 personalities. And could they have squeezed any more personalities? And the way that I did it, it's a very, very interesting thing, and led me to discover like how this works. This picture right there is really interesting. The girls, right? Do they all have different personalities? I would say absolutely. Now, I need to know what this is about. And this is about. Those 2 girls in the back, they have to be related to water somehow. I just can't put it together completely, but I think I got this. But, okay. You can take homework for yourself. I'm not going to reveal each character here. Sarada should be pretty obvious as a mega bitch, but everyone else is not so much. Okay, I'm going to give you another hint. Look at this girl's face. She likes to flee from a fight. Clearly, right? She's clearly overreacting. And this girl doesn't like to flee from a fight, apparently. So, okay. So you can take all of these things into consideration. And then it gets pretty easy. Now, obviously, you need to understand what the elements are, what the personalities relate to elements. But as you can see, I'm giving you an example that, in fact, you get 8 personalities often coming together as a group. Every single time you have a group of any sort, it's most of the time is going to be different personalities. And 8 is that special number, really. So, 1 in 8 is a psychopath. That means, in this picture, you can also find a psychopath. It should be fucking fairly obvious, right? This is amazing, right? This is the most amazing part. Where's the psychopath? It's just so simple. It's the easy. Everyone Every single girl looks crazy in this picture, okay? Like out of their mind. Playing a character. It's beautiful at the same time. It's the most fucking beautiful thing ever. And where is the psychopath? Which one? Comment down below and I'm gonna pick the best comment and punch him in the face for how creepy it all is. Guys, this is too personal. Let's get the fuck out of here.